You've probably heard it 1,000 times or more. Bentonville, Arkansas has become one of the best mountain biking destinations in the United States, and I would wholeheartedly agree with that. That's why today I'm heading back to Northwest Arkansas for my second time, in hopes of reigniting the joy I felt from my previous trip back in September 2018. I've improved a lot as a rider since my last trip here, and during my 10-hour drive, I began pondering if Bentonville would offer the same amount of exhilaration I felt back then as a newer rider. Would the challenges I faced back then now feel minuscule? Will trails that seemed rowdy and beyond my control now feel tame? Or is Bentonville truly an incredible destination that won't leave any rider begging for more? Let's find out as we begin our trip at the infamous Slaughter Pen. What started out as a cold winter morning turned into a moderate 50-degree day by noon, and we had a lot of ground to cover in a half day. We started on the All-American Trail, and then wanted to do the ever-so-popular Choo Choo and Boo Boo. Silly names? Yes, but they do offer some truly serious fun.
That was fun.
Both of these trails are a great warm-up and introduction to this trail system. Not too crazy, but enough features to keep nearly anyone happy.
Nice.
This one drop on Boo Boo gets me every time, where I almost ride off the edge. You'd think I would have learned by now.
That drop's cool. Yeah. It almost sends you off the trail though.
After warming up, we headed north, and I was on a mission to ride the new Soiltac trail, Blackbird. But before we get to that, we wanted to explore some other options. You're probably familiar with Seth's bike hacks, and now there's a trail designed in his honor called none other than Berm Creek. It has a drop at the entrance that I can only guess is to mimic the Drama Drop, however with far less consequence.
Yeah!
This short and sweet trail actually ended up being one of the standout trails of the day.
I should have hit it, damn it.
Next stop on our journey is probably the most famous area of Slaughter Pen, the not so creatively named Freeride area. What it lacks in catchy names, it more than makes up for with progressive jumps, drops, and features. I could spend a few hours sessioning this area and never be bored. And to me, this is one of the best places on day one to check my own riding progress.
That was fun.
Back in 2018, I was only comfortable hitting the first small drop, and even that felt pretty nerve-wracking back then. My original idea was to just attempt the second drop and not risk injury on the largest drop with this quarter pipe gap jump to get up to it. After watching our friend Ryan unexpectedly go for it and get it done, we all decided to follow suit.
Oh my god.
That was insane.
You just went for it.
What a G.
That was awesome. Hey, Scott, how about you man up?
Yeah.
I'm about to. Boom!
What an incredible feeling just going for this with no run-ups and getting it accomplished. While a feature like this was far easier for me than it was back in 2018, I can honestly say I'm not having any less fun. And to be truthful, I'm having even more fun on this second trip. With the stoke levels being all around high in our group of friends, and the daylight quickly fading, we set off to experience the Soiltac Trail, and let me tell you, it does not disappoint.
I've heard a lot of good things.
A mixture of high speeds, massive berms, large tabletop jumps for me to almost clear, and even a gap jump to wall ride for those much braver than I.
Yeah.
This unique trail has all the ingredients for a memorable descent.
It's so windy. Oh. Look at that! Oh! Oh! You good? Did you hit the rock or the...
No, I didn't know it was a rock. No, he didn't see the rock. He just jumped
you
off.
tried it anyways. That's impressive.
I followed.
Look at that! Oh!
Yes! This is fantastic.
With this moment probably being the highlight of my day, it can only go downhill from here, right? Well, of course.
This is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
So let's get going downhill on Warthog, which features this cool shipping container you ride through into a fun rock garden.
Ah!
Just make sure you're paying attention to the guy in front of you, and hope your bike has better brakes than the SRAM levels.
Woo! No, you're good.
Moments like these are certainly scary, especially when it's your first day out of 3 and you're far from home. Did this careless accident just ruin my trip?
That's awesome.
The pain was pretty intense at first, with a nice bruise on my hip, sore shoulder, and a somewhat swollen wrist, but it wasn't so bad that I couldn't carry on.
Yeah, give me a minute. I rolled down that hill. Yeah.
I almost rolled down that one.
I saw you.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
It's scary.
I came a little hot out of it, and then I didn't see it turned, and he started slipping, and I hit him. And I was like, I gotta bail. Oh, that's Rich. What happened? You good? Dude, we're all just getting wasted. No, I hit your buddy. Are you okay? I'm sorry, I didn't ask. It's like, I'm great. That was best case scenario.
So what's the next logical thing to do? Let's take another run down the Soiltac and almost crash again trying to jump in a gusty wind situation.
I'm done. That was scary.
By this point, the mountain biking gods made it clear to me that I've had enough success and fun for one day, and that I just need to chill and have some energy left for day 2.
Are we doing the bush push?
What's that?
That climb right there.
Bush push. Yeah.
Anyone down? That looks insane.
Bush climb.
On the morning of November 22nd, 2010, President George W. Bush challenged the riders present to ascend the climb directly behind this marker. He then promptly rode his bike up the double track without stopping. Now christened the President Bush Push, Slaughter Pin riders are invited to match their mettle against the former leader of the free world. Good luck. We have to do it now, right? So what you're saying is you're all communists.
Yes. Yeah, do you not love freedom?
Kyle's about to liberate the free world. I'm sore. Nope.
So to answer my questions from the beginning of the video, is Bentonville still mesmerizing and fun after the second visit? I can say with 100% certainty that this is still an incredible place to ride. It easily captured all the joy I felt the first time, gave me more to love, and amplified it all to 11 for good measure. While I can objectively say I've improved as a rider, and challenges I faced in 2018 now seem somewhat small, I was never in a position on these trails where I couldn't find new challenges to push myself. It is truly majestic the amount of work that goes into this city's trails, and as cliche as it sounds, they really have built something for all skill levels. Bentonville has essentially created a Disney World for mountain bikers, and I believe the magic will be relevant whether it's your first time here or you ride these trails every day.
got it. He's got it. He's the best climber in the world. Look at that. That's impressive. Now he's gonna run down.
So as you've heard from every other video about this place, it is that good.
Yeah.
Have you guys been to Bentonville, and if so, what do you think about it? Is it one of the best places to ride in the country, or am I just blowing this way out of proportion? Let me know down in the comments below. As always, if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and consider subscribing if you aren't already. A new adventure on wheels awaits you weekly, and we would love to have you here.
Going right here.
Thank you so much for watching, and until next
There we
week,
go.
stay rowdy within reason.
Thank you. That one's tight. Wait, take my picture. Take my picture. I need a photo shoot. I guess I need one pic, right? Of my stupid face.